I wonder who Dehya's client could be. A treasure hoarder, maybe? How are you so fast? Well, she flies, or floats, and I work out a lot. Told you. It's a traveler thing. Having through so much, I run fast. Tell that to Diona-chan. It's just an unbelievably unremarkable, surpassingly ordinary detective novel. I discovered one of the names was printed incorrectly. That night, I'd been drinking just a little, and I was starting to feel drowsy, so I picked up a pen and circled the name. And I'm sure you know the House of Dehya loves borrowers to annotate the books they take out. Okay, so he was the one who circled all the names. Well, I don't find the quest particularly appealing, but here we are. So I returned it before I finished reading it. But later on, I heard that the book had suddenly become the talk of the town, and that there were rumors about mysterious treasures. And you thought it had something to do... Yes, because he made a circle, so people thought that it could have a secret meaning, which could be either treasure, or fame, or absolute power. Unlimited power. Senator Palpatine. Was it unlimited or absolute? I think unlimited. It doesn't sound like it. I've also heard that now all the names of the book have been circled, not just one. Must have happened after I returned it. Tinari. Last time we met, I told him all about how poorly the parts of the book were written. He said I'd made it sound pretty funny. So much so, in fact, that he suddenly wanted to take a look at himself. So we're figuring out how the book became so popular, but we still don't know what this has to do with Simulanka. So but it's good. What is it? The Room by Tommy Wiseau? In that case, let's go find Tinari. But I still have some work to finish up. It's pretty urgent. So you go on ahead, and we can meet up later. No problem. Hope your work goes well. Me too, thanks. See you later then. Oh, I didn't give him time to wave. I was in too much of a hurry. Why? Ha! Grand something village, where Tinari lives. Pepper, don't preach. I've been losing sleep, but I made up my mind. I haven't seen an Aranara in a long time. They used to randomly appear and have small quests for me. which usually weren't even worth the materials I gave them for. Over there, over there! Tinari! Don't shout. He has sensitive ears. I have him. I never use him, but I have him. You tell Tinari about how you're looking for the novel with a very long title. As you do so, you reflect once more on how absurdly long the title is, and how even just saying it aloud makes you feel tired. Ah, that one. Yes, I did go to the house of Dehya to borrow it. Kaveh said it wasn't worth reading, but I was curious, so I went and read it anyway. The problem was, there was already... Stop barking, I'm reading now. 2 names cycled in the book I borrowed, and the style... Each shackle was different. I think they missed the word of here. Of each shackle was different. Told you, quality control be damned. It was like some sort of game. Someone had drawn a red circle around the name of the first character that appeared, then someone else had drawn a green circle around another name. So, in the time, someone... Yes. If there are 2 people living in a house and one of... Ah! You think it was Al-Haidram? The first character, whose name had been circled in the very first page, turned out to be the murderer. He said he actually pulled a stunt like that when he was younger. Who was Cyrus? A false trail. So someone circled the name of the actual murderer and spoiled it for everyone else. And there's also Kaveh, who circled the names for because they were spelled wrong. And Tinari cycled them because he wanted to prevent people from getting spoilers. It's getting confusing. Alright, let's go see the other clues. We'll definitely do something. We will definitely do something! There's a story behind that. Tell me! Tell me! I heard you bark. $400 meters. I should walk the whole distance. Not really though, just joking. Oh, I must be careful not to trigger the Archon quest. This will be tricky. I must sneak past the Archon quest somehow. I will take the wall. I will climb wall, see now, to avoid the Archon quest for now. There. Hairdresser! Sneaky. I avoided disaster. Message board. The atmosphere here is much friendlier than the tavern for a student like me who's preparing for exam. I don't think that has to do with my quest. Make your wish come true. Dehya. Let's tell her what the real story is. Candace! Ah, Candace as well. What did you do? Don't worry, it's nothing serious. It's just that I suddenly remembered a few details about the book after talking with you. What is it? Before the client even contacted me, I heard rumors of an exciting novel full of undiscovered secrets. Out of curiosity, I asked Sino to take it out for me. As a desert dweller and a mercenary to boot, the idea of solving a mysterious treasure map is pretty exciting. Paimon gets that. We inherited our customs of searching for the gold and wisdom in their sense from the gods themselves. Dry as dust. A bunch of names had been circled, but I still couldn't figure out what the puzzle was supposed to be, despite reading the whole thing through carefully from start to finish. In the end, I started to think it was some kind of ritual or a game or something, so I picked up a pen and drew a circle on my own. Dunyazard! Genau, exactly. That was the name of the girl. From the rich family. That's a friend of Dehya. And a client. Dehya was a bodyguard in the past. Parents to find a way to borrow it for her. She said the mysterious markings fascinated her, even though she couldn't get into the book itself. Everyone agrees that the book itself is just a bad book. Don't worry about it. You didn't make it worse because that was barely possible. That's true. How bizarre. Al-Amal. That sounds familiar. Leapt like a frog. That also sounds familiar. Next thing you know, we are going to have talking llamas. Of course, you find out later on his conjecture was totally off base. Why is that? Because it turns out Al-Amal has a superpower, so he could float right across the broken bridge. Ha! I knew it. A good name for King Dashgret, don't you think? Though considering how transgressive this book sounds, I don't think it's worth overthinking it. They wouldn't say anything because it's a temple of silence. It's serious detective. Sounds more like something out of a comic strip, yes. I returned it after I was done reading, and back then there weren't many markings inside the rumor. Inside, as the rumors say there were. Yeah. Then off to the next one who drew circles in the book. It doesn't get Paimon's feeling lost. Maybe we should head back to the house of Diana. I was going to say it doesn't get any more interesting. And I will go to the house of Diana in the next episode because my voice is already starting to get tired. Even though I skipped many texts, I didn't read them. Well, I still have about 2 weeks to finish this last quest, so see you tomorrow.